welcome back to my channel. Today, this video is going to be all about when I first accepted my sight loss at age 10. First glimmer of hope, the first chance that I got my hands on some blind tech, the first chance that I met some blind people, the first chance that I was exposed to the blind world I didn't know existed before this moment I'm going to talk to you about today. And that moment was at Sight Village Central. As I said, I was 10 years old. And that brings us on nicely to our sponsors of today's video. Sight Village, Queen Alexandra College, who host, have sponsored it. Thank you guys ever so much. The event is going to be hosted at Cranmore Park Conference and Events Centre on the 9th and 10th of July. It's very soon, so please go in the description box below. It's free entry, tickets are available. I really recommend it. I'm going to be there or be square, and let's get on with the video. I'll talk to you all about my first experiences there. So I remember feeling really daunted when I walked into this massive conference centre with loads of different booths, because I was 10, not really accepting my sight loss, but suddenly every industry in the sight loss sector was in front of me, and I was like, wow, this is where everyone's been hiding. This is crazy. And I remember actually being drawn to Guide Dogs UK. I'd never heard about guide dogs before then, and my parents wandered me over to their little stand, and we chatted to the guide dog ladies for such a long time, and they did a route all the way around the centre. So that was the first ever time that I held onto a guide dog harness and felt like I had some hope in my future. I know my parents felt like that, and my sister and I always used to love dogs, so at age 9 and 10 we were like so into it. It was really good. It was a nice like dip your toe into that world when I was losing my sight, because at that time I felt really daunted with everything. So it was good to just go to the booths that I wanted to and pick and choose who I wanted to go and see. So I also remember on that day we went to Optelec, and my dad purchased my first ever magnifier, which was a little compact thing. I remember it was blue and it did all these different colours, and we were there faffing around with all the settings for quite a long time, me and my dad, while Alice and my mom sort of wandered around the centre and sort of told me all these other different bits of information. I came back with a massive tote bag of all of this information about all these different stands, and I think me and my sister were like, oh my god, pens, free pens. It was really funny. But I don't look back at that time and think, oh my gosh, it was so overwhelming. I think I just felt like I was more a part of this non-sighted community. Before then I didn't really know anything at all, and since then I sort of dipped my toe in and out of Sight Village. As you grow up and you get older, you sort of pick the services that you want, and that's what it's there for. It's a day to really see what you want out of the services that are available. So I remember going down the humanware route and talking to the guy there about braille notes when I lost my sight even more. I remember the stages of my sight loss. The more sight I lost, those were the key years that I went to Sight Village Central, where I felt like I needed a bit more support and a bit more, you know, fun. I mean, now I go every year because I have friends there and it's quite a social event as well. But back then, when I didn't want to accept it, it was kind of the thing that I knew that was the steady thing in my life that I could go to and say, yeah, I need some help. I know there's going to be things there to teach me what different tech's out, because there's always things coming out. I know Humanware do loads. I know even Amazon Echo are here sponsoring. They're one of the sponsors of Sight Village this year, so that is going to be really cool. Apparently last year when they had all of the Echoes out, everyone was getting into the Echoes and finding out how they worked, and I even have one myself. They're so cool. I love my little Amazon Echo. It's a go-to, so if you want to learn about all of that, you should definitely come this year. I just want you all to experience Sight Village like I did. If you have never been to one of these events and you are really daunted about what life has to offer and you are just stranded in your own sight loss journey, please come to Sight Village, share some experiences, make some friends, come to some charity events. I am going to be opposite Look UK, which is one of my favourite charities ever. I host some different makeup workshops with them. They'll have support. I know they have mentoring sessions. I myself am hosting some makeup chats because I love doing my makeup, and blind girl makeup is possible. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. There's links in my description box now of day 1 and day 2. I'm there. It's £12 for half an hour, and I will talk you through everything if you are stuck with your makeup routine. I'm going to be there. There's going to be Amazon, there's going to be all these different brands, and I'm going to link everything in the description box because I want you to know all about the event. And I know QAC have got quite an extensive page on all the details and everything of Sight Village. I just know that if you're struggling with your sight loss, that this is the place to go. It's the central event that everyone goes to in the UK. So I would really love to see you there, and I'm not just saying this because they've approached me. I have been to Sight Village since I was 10 years old, as I said, and it did honestly really help me. It was there when I needed it. So I hope it does the same for you. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe this video. Check out all of QAC's links, and I will see you very soon for a new video. Bye guys!